Hi guys, Tony at the Roach Hut again. I've been asked many times with questions like how do I stop it getting too humid in my boxes and things like this, and we try explaining to people the best way of doing it, but I think the easiest way to do that is to actually build another tub showing you how to set up exactly at home. There will be another video attached to this, so you'll have to look in the video links for that video, which will show you how to hot glue a mesh screen in. But for this video we're going to use this tub. It's an 80 litre, okay, one for $8.99 or two for $12.99. They come from Pound Stretcher, okay, so they're an absolute bargain. We just obviously peel off these stickers. The reason we use these type of tubs for our smaller colonies is twofold. Number one, it has just enough width across it for a card, okay, an egg flat, and number two, it's got plenty of height in it, so you're not going to have roaches all across the lid of the tub, okay. They have a click-on lid, but as you can see they're not the best at fitting, so if you're using them for things like lobsters or any other climbing roach like Madagascans or anything like that, then you might need to put some clear packing tape around the top. This will prevent any of them from climbing. Okay, you get a lid with them, and as you can see we've cut a hole in this lid which is pretty much half of the lid. This does two things. Firstly, it allows ventilation within the actual tub itself, but more importantly it allows the humidity to escape. Most tubs, things like dubia and other roaches like that, you will find that providing you've got enough water crystals within your tub and you've got them in there constantly, there'll be enough humidity in there for your nymphs to molt properly and everything else. So you want to cut, ideally you want about half of this sort of tub as a mesh. Now what we use for our mesh is this here. It's an aluminium mesh, and this is 180, something like that, in Halfords. It comes in a predetermined size, so obviously you need to get your hole the size for that mesh. Now if you look in the videos, there are other videos available. There's another video available showing you how we've hot glued this in here. It's not a pretty thing, as you can see, but it does the job. It actually secures it to the lid, and it prevents any flies getting in and causing problems, or and any roaches getting out, more importantly, okay. So it is a sealed thing. So obviously for today we're going to use this lid on this box, and as you can see when it's on, it's a nice secure lid, okay. That will provide the ventilation that's needed to keep the humidity to the level it's needed, but not get over humid. In this tub we're going to put the egg crates, and as I said, these egg crates fit in this tub pretty much ideally, yeah. The only issue with this is the fact that because it touches the sides on both sides, if the roaches wanted to change between any of the egg crates, it would have to come up over the top. So what we do here is we tear out the middle cup out of the egg crates, and it's very easy. It hasn't got to be neat or anything like that. Just tear it out like that, and what this will do, it will allow for them to change between the areas. Again, pull out the middle, and we'll do this, I think it's around 6. Just check it. See how many we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 5, guys, okay, which is ideal for this size of tub. Like I said, this is an 80 litre. You don't need to use an 80 litre, you could use a 40 litre if you're only keeping a very small colony, but for those of you who want to breed and everything else, you're going to need an 80 litre. But if you've only got a few individuals, you're better off getting a smaller tub first and then moving on to a bigger tub, then putting them into a big tub straight off and finding that they don't breed because they can't find each other within the tub. We're going to keep the crates nice and together. One more will do it. And like in the bigger videos, for the bigger tubs, you put these in, it creates that lattice effect, only now we've got these little tear outs which will allow them to come around the sides. So if I show you this now, that's what it'd be like in the box, but as you can see you've got that little tear out which will allow them to go in between each egg crate, so they aren't going to come up over the top. We now place this in the tub, and that's it. That's your tub there. Our feeding container for this tub, this is a 4-pot. Now, like in our big ones, we use a 5-pot. All we've done here is ripped off the very long end one. Okay, we've just basically bent it off, so we've come down to 4-pot. And this fits this 80-litre one absolutely perfect. If you look inside now, it fits it perfect. So I'm going to put some jugs. We can actually use this pot. I'm going to put some gel and some food in here. We're going to put our own roach chow in the one. I'm going to keep the other spare for fruit and veg. And we're going to have the 2 small ones again, like in the bigger videos, for the water cricket, for the water gel. So this is the pot, guys. Okay, we've got 2 nice big full tubs of water gel, and we've got a nice full tub of roach chow. Like I said, like on all the others, it's scoured on the inside so that the nymphs can get out. This tub here is left spare, and that's where we will add our veg and fruit at a later date. Now if you put that into there, if you notice now, it fits nice and tight. You've got some nice egg crates in the box. They're all nice and tight. They can get in between each one through these holes that we've ripped out. And that, guys, is essentially it. It doesn't take long to set up, and there's your new tub. It's an 80-litre, ideal for your roaches to be running around, and really it's job done. If you have an issue with these egg crates separating at the top, all it would take you to do is get a piece of clear tape and run a piece of clear tape from the front to the back just to hold them tight together.